Do you want to know how to immigrate to China as a software engineer? You have clicked on the right video. Watch this video till the end to find out how to get answers to all of your questions. Hey everyone, I'm Behnam from the Visa Library. This channel gives visa information and the latest news and updates. First things first, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell and download the free cheat sheet that my team has prepared from the link in the description. You should also follow us on Instagram and Facebook to get the latest visa news and updates. Now, let's begin. Before I get to the main points, let me ask you this. What are the requirements to move to China as a software engineer? Here are the items you need. The first one is having work experience. Just having an academic qualifications is not enough to work as a software engineer. You must have enough work experience to prove you can do the job in China. Remember that you must satisfy a Chinese employer to hire you. It's possible through work experience and demonstrating that you are good to developing and coding. Put yourself in the employer's shoes. Why should they hire you and why are you unique and special? You should stand out and your resume reflects great work experience. The second requirement is having a valid passport from your home country. You need a valid passport for at least the duration of your stay in China. Your condition in your home country must allow you to get the passport and leave the country. For instance, if you have to finish military service to get the passport, like in some countries in the Middle East, you have to complete them to get your passport. If your passport is about to expire, you must apply to get a new one. The third item is having a clean record certificate. It's one of the required visa supporting documents and you must submit it besides other supporting documents. The Chinese officials want to ensure that you are not a threat to the public and the country's national security. You might have to submit it for the work permit as well. The authority that issues it is up to your home country. If you have a criminal history or background and you cannot submit the certificate, it's unlikely that you will receive a China work visa. The fourth requirement is to get a job offer. The key to unlocking a China work visa is to get a job offer from a Chinese employer or company. It's up to your experience, skills and abilities to convince the employer to hire you. There are various ways you can find a job in China. I'll explain them a bit later. Keep watching. But remember that the essential requirement is to get a job offer. Without a job offer, you cannot begin the process, so you must do your best to get the job offer. Alright then. Now that you know the requirements, let me tell you about the China visa policy and the visa you need. Every foreign national who wants to work in China needs a work visa or a Z visa. It's the standard China work visa you need to immigrate to China as a software engineer. The first requirement for a Z visa is to have a job offer from a Chinese employer. Why? Because you must have a work permit notice to work in the country. It's the government approval for foreign nationals to work in China. Also, highly talented people with international awards in their fields can apply for a China R visa. There are so many benefits with R visa. You can work in the country for up to 10 years. It's multiple entry visa and you can leave China and return several times. Also, you can bring your family to the country to live with you. But you must be eligible and have international recognition in your field. It's a bit hard to qualify for an R visa as you need international recognition. You can find more information about China R visa from the Visa Library article. The link is in the description. Alright then, now let's get to the procedure you have to follow to immigrate to China as a software engineer. As I told you, you must find a job offer with a Chinese employer or company. For the first step, there are various ways you can find a job in China. The first one is to look for a position through websites that advertise job positions in China. Websites like China Job, China Semester, Foreign HR, eChina Cities, Jobs in China, and other ones. You can find a full list of these websites in the Visa Library article from the link in the description. Prepare a well-designed resume and apply for positions. If your resume is good enough and you have the skills and abilities, employers reach you and offer you the position. The second way is to find a job through recruitment agencies. If you do not know any, you can find a list of them in the Visa Library article. They get your information and introduce you to employers or companies in China. The other way to find a job in China is to apply for a China tourist visa and enter the country to find a job. The tourist visa allows you to stay in China for some time and have interviews with employers. You can watch the video we have prepared about China tourist visa on our channel or read about it on our website. Whatever way you use to find a job, you need the position. After reaching an agreement with the employer, you have to sign an employment contract with him or her. The contract must explain all aspects of your employment: job title, job description, team and department assignment, role requirements, skill requirements, annual salary or hourly rate, raises, bonuses, incentive opportunities, health benefits, medical, dental, eye care, things like this, company stock options, investment or retirement plans, bonuses, and other necessary items. If you think an item is necessary, include it in your contract. The employee and employer both have to sign the contract. It must be on the company's letterhead as well. As I told you, you need the Chinese government approval to work in China as a foreign person. So you must have a China work permit notice to apply for a work visa. It's the authorization to work in China, and it's different from the work permit you get after you land in China. You as an employee cannot apply for a work permit notice. The Chinese employer you want to work for must apply and receive a work permit notice. So you must find a job offer from a Chinese employer willing to hire you. SAFEA, the State Administration of Foreign Export Affairs, is the responsible center for issuing a work permit notice. The employer must submit the required documents for the work permit notice. Here are these documents. 1. A business license and organization code certificate. 2. The registration form. 3. ID information of the employer, or agent who is responsible for the registration. 4. Industry license document. This list of documents is needed for the employee. Foreigner's work permit application form, passport, ID photo, verification of past employment, verification of education or verification of professional qualification, copy of job contract or appointment letter, criminal record certificate, physical examination record, and information of accompanying member. If SAFEA is satisfied with the first review, they will require a hard copy of the documents. The copy of the documents will be forwarded to the Bureau of Public Security or the police department. When the employer submits a work permit notice application form, they can state how many entries they want, single, double, or multiple. This number will show how often and during which period you can leave and enter China. If you need to leave China during your stay, you'd better apply for the right work permit notice. When the Chinese government issues the work permit notice, it means you can work in China as a software engineer. Now you can apply for a work visa. You must gather the supporting documents to apply for a China work visa. Here is a list of them. Your passport, it must be valid for at least 12 months and have 2 blank pages. China work visa application form, you can find the online application form from the link in the description. If you have to use the paper application, a sample of the paper application is provided in the description as well. The next item is your photo. The photo dimension should be 33 in 48 millimeters and it should be on white background. Its quality must be acceptable and it be taken in the last 3 months. The next item is work notice. You must submit one of these documents received from your employer: foreigner's work permit, registration certificate, and approval document for commercial performances, invitation letter to foreigners for offshore petroleum operations. The next item is clean record certificate. You must get it from the related authorities in your home country. This was a general list of supporting documents, but it's not all of it. Chinese officials could ask for further supporting documents, and you must submit whatever they require. It's up to your case. You'd better ask the Chinese embassy in your home country for the complete list of supporting documents. At this stage, you must schedule an appointment with the Chinese embassy or consulate in your home country to submit the documents. You can do it online through the AVAS website. The link is in the description. You must visit the embassy on the scheduled date to submit the documents. You might have to submit your biometrics, fingerprints, and digital photo as well. Whether you have to submit the documents in person or someone else can submit on your behalf is with the embassy. Ask them how they received the application. There is a fee with the visa issuance that you must pay as well. It's up to your nationality and the embassy services. You must either pay the fee before submitting the documents or after it. The embassy will guide you on it. You should wait until the embassy issues your visa and informs you to receive it. When you get the visa stuck on your passport, you can move to China, but there are some steps to complete in China as well. When you arrive in China, you must register at the local public security bureau within 24 hours of your arrival. If you're going to stay with Chinese resident, these documents are needed. 1. The original passport, not the photocopy. 2. The housing contract. 3. A copy of the landlord ID and phone number. The police may call the landlord to ensure you're truly living in the apartment. They may even ask the landlord to show up with the employee. After that, you must take a medical test in China. You'd better do it as soon as possible. Chinese authorities don't accept an English version of a medical report form from other countries, so it must be translated. If you can translate the certificate in China and it's a complete medical test, there is no need to take a new medical test in China. But if you can't, you must take the new medical test. You can find a list of approved international travel healthcare centers in China from the link in the description. You must bring these documents to your medical test. 1. An original medical checkup from your country if it's partially completed. 2. Cash to pay for your medical test. 3. One ID photo. It must meet these requirements. Taken within the last 6 months on a white background, printed on high quality paper, 48mm by 33mm, wide, not 2 by 2 inches, which is usually common outside of China. Full frontal view of the head, not smiling, face fully visible. There cannot be any sign of tape or staples on it. Now you must apply for a work permit. Remember that the work permit is different from a residence permit. You must follow the order of application I explained here. Your Chinese co-workers can help you with this stage as well, but you can do it too. The Ministry of Human Resources and Social Security is responsible for this process. These documents must be submitted. 1. The actual passport. 2. An ID photo. It must be the same as for the medical checkup. 3. The police housing registration form you got from the previous stage. 4. Medical report verification. 5. Some documents from the company. The Chinese company help you with these documents. The processing time is typically 10 business days to get the work certificate. Now you must get a residence permit to legalize your stay in China. A foreign employee cannot stay in China long term without a residence permit. You must go in person to the local exit entry administration bureau and you must bring these documents. 1. The actual passport. 2. Police housing registration form. 3. Residence permit application form. 3. ID photo. 4. Original work certificate or work permit. 5. Some supporting documents from your company. The processing time for the residence permit will be 7 business days. The Exit Entry Administration Bureau will hold your passport during this period, but they will give you a receipt that you can use as a replacement passport during this time. When you get your residence permit, you are a resident of China. Congratulations! You are free to travel around China and can come and go from China as often as you wish. You don't need any extra paperwork. Let me ask you this. Do you want to know how to bring your family to China? You may bring your family under an S visa. Visit the visa library to learn more about it. We'll soon have a video about it. If you're going to change your employer or job, you must leave China and apply for a new visa. You can apply for permanent residency in China with your employer's recommendation if you meet the conditions. 1. You've worked in China continuously for 4 years with an annual salary income of more than 600,000 renminbi and have paid annual individual tax of more than 120,000 renminbi. 2. You have stayed in mainland China for no less than 6 months every year in these 4 years. Your spouse and unmarried children under 18 years old of applicants can apply for permanent residency with you as well. Now let me explain work permit point system. When you apply for a China Z visa, your value is calculated by different criteria: qualification, work experience, age, fluency in the Chinese language, location of employment, and other things. You will enjoy special benefits depending on your score in this rating system. People are divided into 3 categories based on the points they get. Number 1 is the Tier A, people with a score of 85 or higher. A foreign employee is considered Class A if any of these conditions are met. 1. They have received an international award. 2. China's Talent Important Plan selected them. 3. Demonstrated entrepreneurial talent. 4. Will take a government-encouraged scarce job. 5. Selected under the Youth Talent Project. China work visa application for these people is processed faster. Also, their visa validity will be longer. They can work in different fields of work in important job positions as well. Number 2 is the Tier B. People with a score of 60 or to 84 are considered Tier B. Foreigners will receive a B classification if they meet any of these conditions. 1. Hold a bachelor's degree and have at least 2 years of work experience. 2. Have a master's degree from a university in mainland China. 3. Holds a master's degree from the top 100 institutions worldwide as ranked by Jiaotong University. 4. Foreign language teachers who have a bachelor's degree or higher, no less than 2 years of experience in teaching the language, and the language they teach is their native language. The visa application process for these people is slower than for the Tier A group. These people can only work in the industries needed by China. Number 3 and the last one is Tier C. People with a score below 60. Employees are considered Tier C if 1. They are domestic helpers hired by Class A employees. 2. They enter China for an internship under a government agreement. 3. They are in China for seasonal employment. The Chinese employment allows a limited number of people in this category to work in China. People working temporarily in China fall into this category as well. Alright then, this was all you must know to immigrate to China as a software engineer. If you have questions, write them down in the comments section. The Visa Library team will answer them. Before you leave, like this video, hit the bell, and download the free PDF file that my team has prepared from the link in the description. You should also follow us on Instagram and Facebook to get the latest videos, visa news and updates. Until the next video, thank you all for watching.